When Jesus shared who he was to people, the Messiah, the Son of God, everyone had a different response. Pastor Jim pointed out this weekend that there were really only two major responses when people heard this: worship or war. They either believed what Jesus was saying and begun to follow him, or they believed he was dangerous and wanted him gone. It's easy to look back and judge how those religious leaders and followers responded to Jesus. The signs were so clear. How could they not believe him? How could they turn their backs and kill the person who was here to save them? But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, in what camp do you think you fall? Would you have had the ability to truly listen to what Jesus was saying? Would you start to worship, or would you wage on the war? In a world that is increasingly skeptical and full of distractions, sometimes it's hard to imagine that we would be capable of slowing down enough to truly contemplate what the Son of God on earth means. It's a huge claim and a lot to wrap your head around. Author Alan Noble had a thought on why we may have lost the ability to hear and believe God in today's world. In his book, Disruptive Witness, he talks about finding the truth in a digital age. He says this: "Our frenetic and flattened culture is not conducive to wrestling with thick ideas with depth, complexity, and personal implications. It's a culture of immediacy, simple emotion, snap judgment, optics, and identity formation." Noble is saying that with the help of technology, our world has gotten much more shallow. What we do often revolves around ourselves. We are looking for simple growth, internally and quickly. But God offers growth beyond that. He offers depth and complexity, which can be hard to hear in all of the noise. It means we should have to slow down, see beyond our skepticism in order to truly hear what God is saying. Today, I want you to ask yourself one question: do I slow down long enough to have a complex and deep thought about God and his role in my life? If you do, make sure you're finding ways to never let that go and keep growing. But if you don't, I recommend you find something that challenges you. Whether that's a book, finding solitude from distraction, or just simply keeping your heart open to more conversations about your faith, find a way to welcome the complex and deep aspects of faith into your life.